Let's bring in Maxim Lott, who's hiding out in Pennsylvania. He's the executive producer for Stossel TV. He's a creator of electionbettingodds.com. So I read your column on the cruise ship data vis-a-vis the virus. Encapsulate it for our viewers.
Yeah, so people hear in the media a lot of these death rates, and often it's like, oh, in Italy, the death rate's 10%, in Spain, it's 5%. And those death rates do, while the virus is very, very bad, they overstate the situation because they're only counting the death rate for the people who are already going to the hospitals in critical condition. So this cruise ship provides one of the best data sets, maybe the best data set, because they tested everyone on the cruise ship. And they got even all of the mild cases and cases where there were no symptoms. And what they found from that was that the death rate was about 0.5% when you age adjust for the whole population.
All right, let me stop you.
Yeah.
How many people on a boat?
So there were 4,000 people on the boat. 700 tested positive.
But everybody was tested.
Yep.
Okay. 700 out of 4,000 tested positive. How many died?
8 have died so far, and 12 are still in critical condition.
Okay. So extrapolating the data, it's a very low death rate in a very confined area where,
Right.
It was easy to pick up the disease. Now, when you put that out, some of the politicians would say, oh, you're minimizing the risk. You're being irresponsible because people might hear that and think they can't get it. How do you apply?
Yeah, so the virus is still very bad. Even that death rate is about 5 to 10 times higher than the flu's death rate. And it's particularly deadly for old people. All 8 people on the ship who died were above age 70, even though there were plenty of young people on the ship. So people should not minimize it, but also the whole world's not going to end. It's not a 10% death rate. It's not a 5%.
It isn't. And in countries that don't have good medical care, like Italy, you're going to have higher. But China, their death rate was not that high in Wuhan, according to the government, so you don't even know if that's true. Mm-hmm. All right, now let's turn to my thesis or hypothesis that if Donald Trump gets through this, he walks into re-election. Where are we now, betting odds, Trump v. Biden?
Yeah, so it's a dead heat right now, according to the betting odds. And it's never fallen that much for Trump, which is a little bit surprising given that the market fell 10,000 points and wall-to-wall negative media coverage, which I think the market is seeing the same thing that you were talking about, that if we all get through this, Trump actually comes out looking pretty good, and the approval ratings are still high. So Trump still has a 50-50 shot. He's never fallen that much in the betting odds throughout this whole virus thing.
Okay. And that's what it's going to be. I mean, we'll have to see how the virus thing plays out. Everyone expects the stock market, once a vaccine is announced, to rocket back up a few thousand points. I think that will happen. But who knows about the vaccine? It's in, as I said, phase 3. They are pedal to the metal. It's the private drug companies, Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. The private drug companies will come up with the vaccine because they do it fast, because they can make a lot of money. All right. Maxim, thanks very much. You're a really good guy. And if we can ever do anything
thank you, Bill.
Yeah, if we can ever do anything for you, let us know, okay? Thank you.
Appreciate it. Great to be here.